The Zodiac killer was an unidentified serial killer who terrorized Northern California between December 1968 and October 1969. He became famous for taunting the police and media with handwritten letters, phone calls, and complex cryptograms, claiming responsibility for as many as 37 murders, though only 5 are officially confirmed. Confirmed crimes and victims, investigators definitively link the Zodiac to 4 separate attacks involving 7 victims, 5 deaths, 2 survivors. Lake Herman Road, December 20th, 1968. High school students David Faraday, 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, 16, were shot and killed while parked on a lover's lane near Benicia. Blue Rock Springs, July 4th, 1969. Darlene Ferran, 22, and Michael Mageau, 19, were shot while sitting in a car in Vallejo. Ferran died. Mageau survived and provided the first physical description of the killer as a heavy-set white male. Lake Berryessa, September 27, 1969. Brian Hartnell, 20, and Cecilia Shepard, 22, were tied up and stabbed. Shepard died, but Hartnell survived. During this attack, the killer wore a black executioner's hood with a white Zodiac symbol on his chest. Presidio Heights, October 11th, 1969. Taxi driver Paul Stein, 29, was shot in the head in San Francisco. This was the only urban attack and the first where the Zodiac was seen by witnesses without a mask. The letters and ciphers starting in August 1969. The killer began sending letters to Bay Area newspapers, often opening with, "This is the Zodiac speaking," and signing them with a crosshair symbol. Z408, solved 1969. His first cipher was cracked within a week by a school teacher and his wife. It revealed his motive. "I like killing people because it is so much fun," and his belief that his victims would become slaves for the afterlife. Z340, solved 2020. This cipher remained a mystery for 51 years until an international team of codebreakers cracked it in December 2020. The message mocked the police but did not reveal his name. Unsolved ciphers, 2 shorter codes, Z13 starting with "My name is," and Z32 remain definitively unsolved. Prime suspects and modern status. The case remains an open investigation. Over 2,500 suspects have been investigated, but none have been linked through definitive DNA evidence. Arthur Lee Allen, the only suspect ever publicly named by police. He was identified by survivor Michael Mageau and possessed a Zodiac brand watch, but his DNA, fingerprints, and handwriting did not match evidence found at the crime scenes. Gary Francis Post, named by an independent group, the Case Breakers, in 2021 based on scars on his forehead that reportedly matched a composite sketch. The FBI and local police have largely dismissed these claims. DNA evidence. As of June 2025, investigators continue to re-examine stamps and envelopes using advanced genetic genealogy, hoping to find a match similar to how the Golden State Killer was caught. In a 1969 letter, the Zodiac Killer threatened to wipe out a school bus by shooting out the front tire and picking off children as they emerged. He later sent a diagram for a bus bomb, claiming equals 10, SFPD equals 0. These threats significantly increased terror in the San Francisco Bay Area during the early 1970s. Key details of the Zodiac school bus threat. The letter, In a letter sent to the San Francisco Chronicle shortly after the October 11th, 1969, murder of Paul Stein, the Zodiac wrote, "School children make nice targets. I think I shall wipe out a school bus some morning, just shoot out the front tire, and pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out." Bus bomb diagram. In a subsequent letter, often associated with the spring of 1970, the Zodiac included a diagram for a bomb he claimed to have hidden. He detailed how he planned to attach the bomb to a school bus, threatening to use it if the Chronicle did not publish his letters and if people did not wear some nice Zodiac boutons. Impact. These threats caused widespread panic. As noted by Wikipedia, this prompted police to escort school buses and increase security measures, according to reports from that time. While the Zodiac never carried out this specific threat, it escalated the fear and notoriety surrounding the case, as described in modern ZodiacKillerFacts.com. Dirty Harry. The bus threat served as the direct inspiration for a scene in the 1971 film Dirty Harry, where the fictional Scorpio killer hijacks a school bus. Modern hoaxes. As recently as 2021, media outlets have received hoax letters claiming to be from a Chinese Zodiac or the original killer, though law enforcement typically finds no credible threat to the community from these imitators. While the Zodiac killer officially claimed 37 victims, investigators only definitively confirmed 5. Several other high-profile cold cases are frequently linked to him due to similar methods, geographical locations, or taunting letters sent to the press. Primary possible victims. These cases are the most widely debated among investigators and amateur sleuths. Sherry Jo Bates, October 30th, 1966. An 18-year-old student stabbed to death at Riverside City College. The link. A confession letter was sent to police, and a desk at the college was found with a morbid poem scratched into it that some handwriting experts believed matched the Zodiac. Current status. Riverside Police officially ruled out the Zodiac connection in 2021 after DNA and handwriting evidence did not match. They believe an anonymous letter claiming a link was a hoax. Donna Lass, September 6, 1970. A 25-year-old nurse who vanished after her shift at a Lake Tahoe casino. The link. The Zodiac sent a peek through the pines postcard in 1971 that many interpreted as a clue to her burial site. Current status. In December 2023, a skull found in 1986 was officially identified as Lass's remains through DNA. Law enforcement stated there is still no confirmed evidence linking her death to the Zodiac. Kathleen Johns, March 22, 1970. Abducted while driving with her infant daughter on Highway 132. The link. A man disabled her car and then drove her around for over an hour, threatening to kill them. She escaped and later identified the man in a Zodiac composite sketch at a police station. The Zodiac later claimed responsibility for a little ride with a woman and her baby in a letter. Earlier cold cases, pre-1968. Some theorists believe these were prototypes for the Zodiac's later crimes. Robert Domingos and Linda Edwards, June 4, 1963. A teen couple shot on a beach near Gaviota. The link. The killer used pre-cut lengths of rope to tie them up, a method very similar to the confirmed attack at Lake Berryessa years later. Ray Davis, April 10, 1962. A taxi driver shot in Oceanside. The link. The killer called police beforehand to announce the crime and afterwards to gloat. Tactics the Zodiac would later use. Some believe the murder of confirmed victim Paul Stein, also a cab driver, was a copycat of this earlier crime. Other potential victims. Other cases often mentioned in theories include Johnny and Joyce Swindle, 1964. Newlyweds shot while sleeping on a beach in San Diego. The Santa Rosa hitchhiker murders, 1972 to 1973. A series of unsolved murders of young women, some of whom were found nude and near roadsides. While the Zodiac killer officially claimed 37 victims, investigators only definitively confirmed 5. Several other high-profile cold cases are frequently linked to him due to similar methods, geographical locations, or taunting letters sent to the press. Primary possible victims. These cases are the most widely debated among investigators and amateur sleuths. Sherry Jo Bates, October 30th, 1966. An 18-year-old student stabbed to death at Riverside City College. The link. A confession letter was sent to police, and a desk at the college was found with a morbid poem scratched into it that some handwriting experts believed matched the Zodiac. Current status. Riverside Police officially ruled out the Zodiac connection in 2021 after DNA and handwriting evidence did not match. They believe an anonymous letter claiming a link was a hoax. Donna Lass, September 6, 1970. A 25-year-old nurse who vanished after her shift at a Lake Tahoe casino. The link. The Zodiac sent a peek through the pines postcard in 1971 that many interpreted as a clue to her burial site. Current status. In December 2023, a skull found in 1986 was officially identified as Lass's remains through DNA. Law enforcement stated there is still no confirmed evidence linking her death to the Zodiac. Kathleen Johns, March 22, 1970. Abducted while driving with her infant daughter on Highway 132. The link. A man disabled her car and then drove her around for over an hour, threatening to kill them. She escaped and later identified the man in a Zodiac composite sketch at a police station. The Zodiac later claimed responsibility for a little ride with a woman and her baby in a letter. Earlier cold cases, pre-1968. Some theorists believe these were prototypes for the Zodiac's later crimes. Robert Domingos and Linda Edwards, June 4, 1963. A teen couple shot on a beach near Gaviota. The link. The killer used pre-cut lengths of rope to tie them up, a method very similar to the confirmed attack at Lake Berryessa years later. Ray Davis, April 10, 1962. A taxi driver shot in Oceanside. The link. The killer called police beforehand to announce the crime and afterwards to gloat. Tactics the Zodiac would later use. Some believe the murder of confirmed victim Paul Stein, also a cab driver, was a copycat of this earlier crime. Other potential victims. Other cases often mentioned in theories include Johnny and Joyce Swindle, 1964. Newlyweds shot while sleeping on a beach in San Diego. The Santa Rosa hitchhiker murders, 1972 to 1973. A series of unsolved murders of young women, some of whom were found nude and near roadsides. 1. The Donna Lass identification, December 2023. For over 50 years, Donna Lass was a missing person. She disappeared from South Lake Tahoe in 1970, and the Zodiac later sent a postcard implying he was involved. The discovery, in 1986, a skull was found near Highway 20 in Placer County, but technology at the time couldn't identify it. The breakthrough. In late 2023, the South Lake Tahoe Police Department used investigative genetic genealogy to match the DNA from the skull to a member of the Lass family. The Zodiac link. While her remains were finally found, police have not confirmed the Zodiac killed her. The postcard he sent might have been credit grabbing based on news reports, a common tactic he used to appear more prolific than he was. 2. Cracking the Z340 cipher, December 2020. The Z340 was the Zodiac's most famous unsolved code, sent to the San Francisco Chronicle in November 1969. It took 51 years for a trio of amateur code breakers, David Oranchak, Sam Blake, and Jarl Van Eyck, to solve it. The trick. The Zodiac didn't just swap letters for symbols. He wrote the message diagonally and split it into 3 sections. You had to move 1 down, 2 over, to read it correctly. The message. It didn't contain a name, but it confirmed his state of mind. I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me. The error. He misspelled paradise as paradise throughout the message, a consistent trait in his other letters. 3. The quest for the killer's identity. With the Z340 solved and Donna Lass identified, investigators are now focused on touch DNA. The strategy. Forensic teams are attempting to pull cells from the back of the postage stamps and the envelope flaps the Zodiac licked in the 1960s. The goal, if they can build a full profile, they can upload it to public databases like GED Match to find the killer's cousins or grandchildren, eventually leading to a name, just like they did for the Golden State Killer. The Z340 cipher was cracked in 2020 by an international team using custom software to untangle its diagonal transposition. Here is the full chilling message he sent, followed by the top suspects currently under the microscope. The full Z340 message, December 1969. The text contains several spelling errors like paradise, which were a signature of the killer. I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner, because I now have enough slaves to work for me, where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise, so they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise death. Note, the TV show he mentions refers to a prank caller who claimed to be the Zodiac on a Jim Dunbar talk show shortly before the letter was sent. Top suspects under current DNA review. While hundreds have been accused, these are the 3 names that dominate modern investigations. Arthur Lee Allen, the case. He is the only suspect ever served with a search warrant. He wore a Zodiac brand watch, lived near the first murder site, and was a convicted sex offender. The problem, his DNA from 2002 did not match the partial profile found on the Stein letter stamps, and his fingerprints didn't match those found on the cab. Gary Francis Post, the case breakers, Suspect. The case. In 2021, a private team claimed Post had scars on his forehead matching the 1969 police sketch. They also claimed his name could be used to unlock some of the unsolved ciphers. The problem? The FBI maintains the case is still open and has not officially linked Post to the crimes through physical evidence. Richard Gaikowski. The case. A journalist who worked at a Bay Area newspaper, a dispatcher who took one of the Zodiac's calls, claimed Gaikowski's voice was a certain match. The problem? Like others, there is no forensic evidence, hair, skin, or DNA, linking him to the scenes. The Z13 is the shortest and most frustrating of the Zodiac's unsolved puzzles. Sent on April 20th, 1970, it famously begins with the phrase, "My name is," followed by a string of 13 characters. The problem with 13 characters. Cryptographers generally agree that a code this short is impossible to solve definitively. Too many possibilities. Because there are so few characters, almost any 13-letter name or phrase can be made to fit the sequence if you change the key. The characters, AEN plus 8K8M8K8NA. The symbols, it notably features 3 8s and a torus-like symbol. Popular solutions. Over the decades, investigators and amateur sleuths have tried to plug their favorite suspects' names into the 13 slots. Arthur Lee Allen. Some claim the code translates to Arthur L. Allen, but it requires a very specific, and some say forced, substitution method. Lawrence Kane, another strong suspect. His name fits the 13-character count perfectly, and he lived in the area of several attacks. Richard Gaikowski. Fans of this theory point out that Gaikowski, or variants of his name, can be manipulated to fit the symbols. Why it remains unsolved. Unlike the Z408 and Z340, which were long enough to reveal a repeating pattern of language, like the word killing or paradise, the Z13 has no crib or pattern to prove a solution is correct. Unless a matching key is found in the killer's personal belongings or a confession is discovered, we may never know if his name was actually hidden or if he was just trolling the police again. The Z32 cipher and the map. Unlike his other letters, this one included a Phillips 66 road map of the San Francisco Bay Area. The clue: the Zodiac drew his crosshair symbol over Mount Diablo. He wrote that the map and the 32-character code would tell the police where a bomb was buried. The radian. Hint. In a follow-up letter, he told the police they needed to use radians and inches to solve the code. The mystery. To this day, the Z32 has never been solved. No bomb was ever found at the coordinates suggested by various amateur theories, which usually point to areas around Vallejo or Pleasanton. The Exorcist letter, the final sign-off. After a 3-year silence, the Zodiac sent his last confirmed letter on January 29, 1974. The content: he praised the movie The Exorcist as the best sadistic comedy he had ever seen. The score: He signed it with a new score at the bottom. Me, 37, SFPD, 0. The Vanishing. After this letter, the Zodiac seemingly stopped communicating. Whether he died, was imprisoned for another crime, or simply decided to stop is the biggest mystery in American true crime history.